Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Mik'd Up. Today is Friday, September 26th. Hope everybody's had a beautiful week. Nice mini, I don't call it a cold front, but
summer breeze.
It's mellowed the weather out here. Beautiful weather. Ryder Cup's on TV right now. U.S. got smacked in the morning. They are playing better in this afternoon round. Bryson DeChambeau makes a big punt. Nice little fist pump there. They're grinding through it. Down 3-1 in the Ryder Cup right now.
Who'd have thunk it?
Huh?
Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah, you were not on them. But you know what? It's a long day. They're up in two of the rounds, tied in one, down in the other one right now in the afternoon rounds.
What version of golf is this that they're playing right now?
4-ball.
So you play your own?
Yeah, you play your own ball. Yeah. Everybody's playing their own ball. It's 4 stones if you're playing your own ball. Best score of that team wins that hole.
So not team golf.
No, they had that. They had alternate shot the first round.
Got smacked in the mouth.
And they got smacked in the mouth. That's why Europeans, known to have a little more chemistry. That's why they played. They always dominate the U.S. in alternate shot. So,
state of this country.
What?
State of this country.
Yeah, we got that going on. We obviously have a lot of conversation about the LSU Ole Miss game that is happening tomorrow afternoon. Also, a lot of conversation around college football, around the SEC. A lot of intriguing matchups that are happening this weekend that we're going to get to. A lot of intriguing matchups that are happening tonight that we're going to talk about.
We can talk to them.
We can hopefully talk to them. We also are determined. We're not discouraged. You know, if at first you don't succeed, you try and try again. And you keep getting knocked down on the mat, you got to keep getting up. And we're going to keep doing that. We have not hit a parlay. We haven't been relatively close. I guess we have been close a couple times. We've missed one. Last couple weekends have been a brutal. So we are going to have our Mik'd Up parlay of the weekend. We're going to announce it on the show, obviously. Actually talk about it on the show. Put our parlay in and hopefully win us some money and y'all some money. If y'all have been joining us, I apologize. If y'all have not been joining us, smart move.
I haven't bet one yet.
I have bet them every. Of course, that's why we're losing.
Okay,
because none of neither one of y'all are bought into it like me, and that's the reason why we're losing. You can't bet and win. You can't win if you're not bought into it. Gotta have skin in the game.
I bet my picks.
Well, the picks that we're putting together is a team thing, and you don't want to do it.
You know what? In the spirit of the Ryder Cup.
No, it's the spirit of the show.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm gonna be team on me, team on three, I gotta be with the team.
You gotta be part of it. Nobody's been part of it but me, but it's okay.
I want to feel out the edge. We talked about it before the show. It's a wonky college football.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You gotta go in there. You gotta commit to it and be ready to go. So I'm glad that you're not committed to it. That's fine.
I am now.
We'll see. Prove it to me after you make your bets, because we haven't even decided who our 3-team parlay is going to be.
Somebody has their pick.
Yeah, I have my pick in, which is I haven't picked it. It's an easy layup to pick because everybody's going to be on board with that one.
I'm talking about somebody else.
So,
co-host of the show.
Yeah, well, we're going to get to that as the show goes on. We're joined by you, Lloyd, who's not a team player. Jared Mitchell, very much a team player, co-host of the show, 2-time All-American, a 2-time national champion. Football and baseball. Right-handed quarterback at the esteemed Westgate High. Left-handed center fielder.
Barry.
Co-host, analyst on SEC Network, and the guy who's going to put the pick to help us win the 3-team parlay for the first time all year. Jay Mitch, welcome from the studio, from his theater.
Here's a fun fact too, by the way. I didn't bet a single one of our parlays last year. So just to let you know,
I know you didn't.
There's ways of making this thing happen, but I just want to let you know that. But I'm in. I'm all in terms of
I bet every one of them.
How we get on to who these parlays and who we're actually putting in these bets. I'm with it.
I bet every single one of them, and that's okay. I have full buy-in.
You was stacking them. You was hitting them.
Hand up.
Not this year.
Hand in.
No, I'm not hand in yet. You have to prove to me that you're going to bet it.
This is me proving it.
That's not you proving it. Actions are louder than words. Which we're going to talk about that because Brian Kelly had a lot of words that Lloyd didn't like in the press conference today. He thought that maybe there were some things that he said that didn't that didn't instill a bunch of confidence in the fans.
That's fair.
Right? I understand where Lloyd's coming from, but I also, after listening to the clips and listening to his press conference, it just sounds like to me he was just being very generic in what he was saying. He didn't say anything crazy. He didn't say anything that was super alarming to me. I think it was him, hey, I'm not going to tell you a ton. I'm just going to tell you it's the same stuff over and over again. Let's get to the game. What we do in the game on Saturday is going to speak louder than what I'm actually telling you right now. So he talked about continuity on the offensive line, talked about how when they evaluate the offensive line, there's a lot of experiences that they have not experienced together. A lot of guys haven't experienced road games. I think that's kind of the point that he was trying to make. That takes time to kind of mesh. They obviously haven't meshed as well as he would have liked right now. Talked about Nussmeier and how he's healthy, and now you're going to see it this weekend on him being a lot more confident in making all of the throws and all of the reads and kind of staying within the offense. Also mentioned he also mentioned the running game. Talked about how, you look at the stats and you look at the final stats and you can look at it one way, or you look at how effective and how efficient are they with the running game. Being ahead of the change, getting first downs on third and shorts. Those are super important things. It may not look great in the stats at the end of the game. All the stuff that he said, I have no problem with. I think, in my opinion, it's just him, a lot of coach speak, and it's like, hey, let's just get to the game and let us just show you. I'd rather you show me than tell me, is what I'm saying. What's your opinion on that, Lloyd?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I just thought it was – I've seen, and I might have heard Brian Kelly speak more than some of my family members in terms of how many press conferences I've cut over the 5 years that I've been doing this. I'm doing it longer than that, but specifically for Brian. And there's been some that have been very much he feels confident in what he has, and you can tell it's like I know what I'm speaking on. There's been some that are a little bit morose and a little bit lackluster, and it feels like with the Caden Durham, I guess, out for the week type practice where he hasn't been, I mean, that's what he said. They sat him for the week, and it feels like it hasn't been the most awe-inspiring practices of what they want to do offensively, because when you attack an Ole Miss defense that is 118th in the country in run game.
But you got that from this press conference? Like, you got that vibe from this press conference?
Yes.
See, I didn't get that.
And that's okay.
It's his opinion.
No, I just have done these for a while. Like, I have to watch them multiple times and cut them and go back and cut them, so I could be too close to it. But there's times where he goes to the podium very much like, what are we talking about, boys? And this was not that.
Yeah, and that's fine. Look, not every coach is going to go to the podium and be that way every time.
You can be tired.
And in my opinion, he didn't say anything that was alarming to me. He didn't say anything.
Did he inspire confidence in you?
He did not inspire confidence in me. Like, sometimes when a coach is trying to inspire too much confidence to me, that could be a cover up too. We're like, hey, we're going to over talk about how well we did in practice and how well we prepared all week. Les Miles, perfect example. Every time leading up into big games, our offense is great. Wait till you see it on the weekend, and it was the same shit, right? So sometimes you can over-inspire in press conferences, and it doesn't mean anything either. So I don't put too much stock into that. I'd rather see what they do on Saturday, and then
me too. And I think that's a lot of what this is. And this we'll get to Jay Mitch because I don't want to bogart the show. I do this done this enough today about Ole Miss, and because it feels like a lot of talk, and we talk about how college football hasn't figured out who is whom yet. There's nobody to crown. Feels like this is one of those games where you could look back and be like, okay, this is a delineation mark in not only Brian Kelly's tenure as the head coach for LSU and what he wants to do this year with how much money they've put into it, and also Lane Kiffin, what happened last year. It feels like LSU is Ole Miss in 2024. You
right.
bought all this stuff. You got all the pieces. You're all in. All the chips are in the middle. That is pressure.
Now go win. Right, 100%. And that's what you get when you come here. That's what you get when you get in the SC. Jared, what's your opinion?
Yeah, I mean, look, I wasn't at all alarmed by the way he spoke and the way he answered that question. Doesn't bother me one bit. I think he's fine, and I think the team's fine. I think he gets peppered a lot with a lot of questions from a lot of different angles, and as a head coach, I think he's trying to sift his way through of how am I going to answer these? How am I going to respond to these by not being dismissive, but by also not giving you any of the real information? And I think that's how he goes about it. But I think when you do that, if you talk for too long, you end up like explaining a lot of stuff that you really don't have to explain. I felt like that's kind of where he got. But as far as for like who this team is and instilling confidence, I don't really think that he steps into any of these, not a single one of these press conferences where one of his top 2 to 3 priorities is, let me make sure by when I leave here that I instilled some confidence into the fan base. Truth be told, we all know how LSU is. We all know how the LSU fan base is. They're bought in because you're undefeated right now, right? And if you continue to do that, it really doesn't matter how it looks on the field or what's said in the press conference. So I think he kind of understands that in his short time that he's been in Baton Rouge. And I don't think he's at all going to the podium trying to instill confidence in people anymore. You're either on the train or you're off the train. I don't have to do the year one horse and pony show that I probably tried to do then because I'm trying to get people bought into me. I don't think he cares about that at this point.
No, 100% agree. Like, I think that's, that's my take on it. Like, I at this point, hey, dude, like, I've told you everything that we wanted to tell you. And we're not going to tell you, even if there is a big major shift in our game plan and what we're trying to do and scheme, I ain't telling you that in a press conference before the biggest game of the year. So
it could be an oversaturation of the same question over and over
Correct.
again, where he's just
Correct.
like, again with this shit. And you could see it from
Right.
he beats Florida, and the first question is about the offense and the run game, and it's like
no matter what happens, there's going to be, hey, what about
and
this?
so
What
now
about
it's
that?
like whatever.
Right.
And I could see that part of it too, but there's also a part of me where my brain goes to, I'm exhausted answering these questions, and I'm exhausted not having an answer to it.
Correct, but at the same time, like, I don't think there's a clear, because look, here's the deal: if they're asking you questions, and there's no answer to it. Like, there's no, like, if there was an answer,
we figured it out.
If there was an answer, there'd be no questions. Hey,
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Lloyd, because you said it doesn't instill confidence in you, which I guess, I don't know for sure, I would imagine you think, or you're on board with thinking that maybe he should be trying to. Well, like you said, if I'm exhausted and I'm answering the same questions, I could care less about trying to instill confidence in you at this point. Like, I'm tired of answering those questions.
Yeah, right.
And so if that is where he is, then why would he even be trying to give you any kind of confidence when he's getting those same questions, especially from the room of people that's in there? Like, if he feels like you guys, this room keeps asking me the same stuff, I'm tired of answering the same stuff. I'm not going to sit here and try to instill any confidence anymore. I got an obligation to be up here. I'm going to answer these questions. I'm honestly kind of giving you some respect as it is by giving you as much of an answer, as long of an answer as I'm giving you. I don't probably need to do that, but I'm going to do it. I don't want to ruin this relationship, but I'm tired of standing up here and getting these same questions.
It kind of almost like getting disrespected a little bit. I can see both sides. That's what I'm saying. You got me to the other side of, like, I get it, going to the podium again, and it's like, same shit. Like, I can guess what y'all's first 3 questions are going to be.
Yep. And look, you know what instills confidence?
Winning
Results.
But that's probably part of his frustration. Like, boys, guys, all due respect, I'm 4-0. We're 4-0.
And look, you know what? We're 4-0, and it hasn't.
We're in the best version of us.
We
yet.
have not even been close to the best version of ourselves yet. So let's everybody pump the brakes. Like, let's just watch. Like, yeah, look, offensive line, they're getting better, right? They're playing together, getting more experiences. They're they're all 5 together. They're going to get better, right? That's just the more experience you get, the better you get. Running back position, Caden Durham being out, that's a game time decision. Ankle's always that way. I think that he is going to play. How much, we don't know. So there's really no answers for him. Like, there's really no. Hey, Nussmeier is now. That's the one that I feel like he's most confident in. Nussmeier's back. He feels like Nussmeier's back. Everything he says, very confident in his quarterback being healthy again. And I think after, like, when you see that, the offense all is going to play itself into a position where you're like, okay, this team looks like they're the most complete team like we thought after the first week of the season.
I'll also say this, too, because that's another part. Like, you mentioned the part where he talked about the offensive line, and that question was pretty obviously trying to get him to point out one and or multiple spots where he felt like we could either use a change. Well, what good is that going to do him on that side when you don't, especially if you're not going to give a name and mention a name? right? Then why on earth would I do it from my side and tell you that such and such needs to change? No, we got to do better as a unit. We need to block better as a team. And if we do those things, we perform better in terms of in the passing game and in the running game. So if they're not making those changes, why on earth would he give you anything that would single out one person here, there, or who needs to be better, and this and that? It's no, we need to be better as a unit. So like I respect all that, and I feel like it seems like he's tired of answering the same questions, which sucks. It sucks that you're there after only 4 games of the season, but that also shows how much you keep getting peppered with the same kind of questions.
Correct.
Because it's not 55 points up on the board week in and week out right now.
Correct. Now, with that said, right, after everything he said and everything we've talked about through the course of the week, it is a big game. There are things that we have to see them do better for them in order to get a big road win. In your opinion, Jerry, what are the things that you have to see from them going on the road at Ole Miss to be able to come out with a win, and so everybody's not, stomping on the panic button?
I talked about it, I think it's the run game again. And for me, it's not necessarily I need you to run for 200, but notice what they have done over this time period of the 4 games that they have played. They've continued to stick with the running game. They never got away from using the running game. I want to say they're either at or above 30 carries in each of the 4 games that they've played this year. Now, I bring that up, and why I think it's important is because you're on the road one and you're going to a somewhat hostile environment, right? So you already know, how can I make these people sit down? How can I keep their hands under them and on their seats and not rowdying into this game? Let me continue to take the air out of them and let me run this ball down your throat and let me continue to control the ball. Now, the second reason I think of it is because that part of the game, that part of what Ole Miss's defense is their weakest part. So the thing that maybe you haven't done at a super efficient clip, but you've never gotten away from this year, I think it's important to apply that same mindset towards this game and be able to continue, because this may be the one that they give you those cracks, that they give you those situations where they're getting out of their assignment, and you may bust the big ones in this one. Well, and if you do, then you're really putting them behind the 8 ball. So I think that for them, for sure, the running game is super important, probably the most important. And at the same time, I will say right after it, I'm excited to finally see how they choose to open up the passing game with a healthy Garrett Nussmeier this week.
Correct. And the other point of that is, we've seen in the past, if the running game hadn't worked, they just abandoned it, right? Whenever they would throw the ball around 50 yards, 50 times a game, all that kind of stuff. They haven't done that this year, which I think is a positive thing, right? Because it allows them to continue to kind of stay with a somewhat balanced offense. They're stubborn in running the football, which you have to be at sometimes, because when you're playing against good defenses, you have to keep going, because at some point you're going to pop 1 or 2, and it's going to make a big difference. It only takes one. It's going to make a big difference. And so I like the fact that they have not abandoned it when it hasn't been as efficient as they wanted it to be. And so I think you're going to see that again this weekend, but I also think you're going to see them have a little bit more success. Very curious to see what Juwan Johnson looks like getting a lot more carries.
It's going to be Jack Pyburn, Bauer Sharp, and Caleb Jackson down your throat.
Jack Pyburn?
Yeah, he played fullback.
When?
Against Florida.
Oh, like a couple plays and yeah, but like not.
Here it comes.
You think we're gonna go out the eye again?
Full house.
I do think
offset eye.
I do think you're gonna see him under center a lot more.
That's what I want.
I do think you're gonna see him under center a lot more. Brian Kelly insinuated that at the end of after last game, like, hey, this is something you're probably gonna see a little bit more. Which I'm not opposed to that.
Well, and I'm sure Jared shares some of this sentiment. Like, it gives me post-traumatic stress disorder whenever
it depends on how you're running it under center, right? Like,
I did watch
the toss dive ain't happening again.
Well, I watched the 2011 LSU Florida game.
Yeah, it's not
There's
good.
a part of me that felt great. Spencer Ware,
but
7 yards back and just get a fucking head start and run into somebody.
Listen, it's not going to be like that, but you're going to have some old school scheme as far as being under center and having a different type of running game under center, which I think is, could be a good thing, could be a positive thing, and so we'll see how they mix that into the offense. But back to the question to you, Jared.
LSU got a 3-and-out to start that game.
On defense?
Mm-hmm. It was Jacoby Brissett's first start in the SEC at Tiger Stadium, obviously, and then it's they called it a trick play when LSU got the ball, first play of the game, play action, Ruben Randall touchdown, 55 yards.
And you're like, oh, my God.
Yeah, everybody was like, oh, they're throwing it. I don't want to get back to that.
Yeah,
but
no. Right, no. And I don't think we'll ever get back to that. But I do think you're going to see more of that this weekend. Jared, 3 things you got to see from LSU this weekend to give you confidence that they're going to win.
I just gave you 2, so let me
What was
give you
the
one
third
more.
Yeah, I want to finish. Would you
You
finish?
got to continue to play defense, right? Like that's going to be huge. Ole Miss's calling card this year has been their offense, has been their offensive firepower. Obviously, they're playing the guy who started the year as their backup quarterback in Trinidad Chambliss. He has performed well over the last 2 years. We don't know if we're going to see Austin. Is it Austin Simmons? Right,
Yeah,
that's Austin Simmons.
Austin
right?
Simmons.
We don't know if we're going to see Austin Simmons, but like I said, Chambliss has played well. So I think the defense needs to show up and continue to play. I don't know if that's going to be to the tune of holding a 5th straight opponent under 10 points or less, but I think they need to show up and play well, and you're going to have to be able to do and step up to a different level of what you've played so far this year offensively. Those are the 3 things to me. It touches on a lot of the phases of the game, but I think those are the key things of what's really going to matter about how they're able to do this job and go on the road and beat Ole Miss and Oxford.
Correct. I think the defense is a big part of it. Obviously, they've been playing really well, but I think specifically if they can force Trinidad Chambliss not like to be a passer and not allow him to look, when you're a guy and you can run that way, whenever things go wrong, that's what you're going to rely on.
Dual threat.
You're going to rely on his ability to run and get out of trouble and try to make some plays on the ground. If they can limit that and they can force him to be a guy that's going to have to beat him with their arm, I like the way I like LSU, especially the way their secondary has been playing. So that's obviously 1 for me. 2, I know you talked about the running game. I agree with that.
Let me ask you this too before you even go any further. I think it's going to be interesting to see if like we talked about last show, is Lane made it a point to mention that he thought that they should have run the ball better and that he was expecting them to run the ball better a year ago when they were in Baton Rouge. Does that necessarily mean that it was quarterback run stuff?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Now, also with that is he looking at it like, hey, we got the same defensive coach. Obviously, they got new and better players, and they're doing better things defensively. But is the key to being able to, quote-unquote, put up running against them by being able to do it with the quarterback against them?
No,
so it'll be interesting to see, like, hey, is this the way, or will we have to be able to run it better with quarterback to running back type handoffs, and or however they use the passing game and the short running game, or the east-west passing game as a short running game as well?
Correct. I think when he says that, he wants the running backs to be able to be more efficient running the football or be better running the football. When I'm talking about the Chambliss running, I'm just talking about him whenever he's dropping back, like not necessarily design quarterback runs, but when he's back in the dropping back and he doesn't see shit and he just takes off running, not allowing him to get out and make you get these big chunk plays on the ground like they did last year, or not Ole Miss specifically, but teams that we played against with a running quarterback last year. I think the defense is going to be good up front, stopping containing the running game. And I think with a guy like that having his start, pretty much his biggest start of his career, I think you have to make that guy beat you with his arm and not his legs. That's 1 for me. Number 2, the running game, yes, but I want to see Nuss get back to the quarterback that we saw. He doesn't need to throw for 400 yards, but I need to see him control the game. I need to see him make the right reads. I need to see him go through the progression. I need to see him hit the big play when it's there, not force it.
How many times do you think he throws?
35. 35 to 40 times, but I'll say 35. I bet.
Let me ask you, does it matter?
I mean, I'd like to not see him throw 55 times, but
didn't we come up with a game already this year where they ran it 30-plus times and also threw it 40-plus times?
yeah, they did. He just asked what I think. I just think.
Well, I'm saying that because a lot of our conversation has been on the year as a whole. Man, I feel like if we are at a spot where we need to see Nuss, and not just us, honestly, I think this was in national media too, where they're like, I need to see Nuss not have to throw it 40 times a game for them to be able to win it. And I guess my only thought to that is what they've been able to do through a month full of football, which is you've played. I don't care what those teams' records are right now. You've played two good defenses. You've played two strong defenses. And with that being the case, maybe you had the ball more than you were supposed to because their offense didn't hold up to the bill or because your defense is just as good. However you want to look at it. But with that being the case, through 4 games, all 4 of these games, they've run the ball 30-plus times. And we've talked about occasions where they've thrown it over 40 in those games. Right. So I think the reason why I bring that up is because if you're still able to run it 30-plus, does it matter if you throw it 46 times? If you're able to do it that way?
Instead of having
and that's why I asked that.
Instead of having a number, I'd rather percentage. Like anywhere between like
you want the balance.
Like 55%, 60% pass, I'm good with. You know, whatever that is, right? 40 throwing the ball 40 times, running the ball 30 times. That's not like it's a entirely a passing day. You know what I mean? Like the number doesn't matter to me. I want to see a little bit of balance, but I also want to see Nuss get back to what he was last year when he had to make the big throw, which I do believe we're going to see that. And the third thing that I want to see is I'm trying to how to phrase this the right way because it's going to sound very like
just say it. You know, just say it.
No, it's going to sound boring, but it's like I want to see. I hate saying special teams, but like I want to see LSU make a big play in the special teams. Like
when the
so you want the hitting yards. You want the hitting yards to show up.
Yep, exactly. Like whether that's the punter's been lights out. Obviously, that's a huge thing, especially when you have a defense like LSU's. But I also want to see LSU pop one. Doesn't have to be a touchdown, but I want to see them pop one for 15, 20 yards, 30-yard punt return. Do things that are like a momentum shifter in a game. Yes, hidden yards. Lloyd, you want to chime in?
Just a couple of things real quick. We talked about LSU throwing the football and Nussmeier's attempts. I just went back real quick to go look at what he did against Ole Miss last year. 29-26 overtime win. LSU never led until the end of the regulation. And by regulation, I mean overtime.
Yep.
The last whistle. 22 of 51 for 337, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. And the only reason I asked you the amount of throws or how many times he attempts it is because I do wonder what it looks like if Caden Durham isn't 100%, which it feels like he's not, and how much they rely on what you saw
the
against
short, like he said about Ole Miss, the lateral
the
east-west passing game to extension of a running game.
Right, so he threw it 38 times against 28 for 38 against Clemson when it felt very much like that, where it was the kind of extension of the run game, if you will, and that's just something that I wanted to bring up. It's 73% completion percentage.
And it's not about – the flow of the game is going to dictate that.
Absolutely.
Right? And so you can't go and say, oh, he's only going to throw the ball 40 times and we're going to run the ball 30 times and we're going to run 70 plays and we're going to control it. Okay, that'd be great and ideal. But
you don't get that many attempts if your defense is balling.
What if you're up by,
right,
28 points and you got to run the football, or what if you're down by a couple scores, you got to – it's just the game's going to dictate it.
I just don't know how much they would
change
change the game plan around not having Caden Durham, and you don't have a legitimate, proven running back outside of that.
That is a question
mark.
Great
weapon.
That is a question mark, is not having enough depth at the running back position.
That you trust.
But here's the deal. If that's the hand you're dealt and Caden Durham isn't going to play or plays and gets dinged up and has to come out and not going to be his guy, the reality of it is somebody's going to have to step up. You can't just say, we didn't have Caden Durham.
No running back.
No. Hey, Juwan Johnson, you got to step up. Hey, Harlan Berry.
Caleb.
Figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you're a 5-star. You're the top running back coming out of high school. You may not be ready, but you're ready. You got to be ready.
Defense.
Figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, they're talented enough, and so next guy up, figure it out, and go be productive.
We have not talked about yet in terms of being able to step in at the running back position is getting Xavier Thomas the ball. And what they've done a good bit of times, like some people call it like a gadget play or like a gadget offense when he comes from wide receiver, it motions into the backfield. But that's something that's been useful for LSU, and it's something you'll probably see a little bit more of.
You're going to see him get the ball in the backfield, no doubt. I think you're going to see Barryon Brown get some carries from the receiver position.
Aaron Anderson, they've worked in.
You're going to see some of that
stuff. Got too many athletes to not figure this thing out.
You're going to see some pop passes, which counts as a passing attempt, but really a run.
Hey, got to remember, too. DJ
Pickett on offense.
what was it? The Louisiana Tech game? Just kind of for Louisiana Tech and the Southeastern game. There's a total of 6 to 7 different guys that touched the ball in the running game, right? And I bring that up because I don't think that was by mistake. I don't think that was by just, hey, we want to kind of get some guys some work. I think that they were trying to find ways to be multiple with it, find ways to be unpredictable about how they were going to run the ball. Remember how many motion runs into the backfield you saw when they played Louisiana Tech? You didn't see those same types of runs when you play Southeastern. So it's not like, hey, the playbook's just open. I think that they felt we need to start working these things in. We need to see how they're going to work, because by the time we get through a month of the season, there's a good chance these are going to come to a head, and we're going to need a certain number of these. We're going to need to be multiple back here. We're going to need more than one guy, couple ways to be able to run the ball effectively, to give us and extend these drives and to give us chances on third and shorts and stuff like that. So I think those things are going to play out again in a totality type of feel, right? Like, you're going to see them put a collection of what they did. You remember the East-West short passing game in game 1. Then they do all the motion runs in game 2. And then you kind of see just say, we go out here and we do our thing in that third game. And then all of a sudden you kind of start getting going with the passing game, because now you're starting to get a healthy Garrett Nussmeier as well. So I think all of those things are going to need to come into one in this situation. And dare I say, too, like Clemson, yeah, I think you go out there and you do the things you need to do, and there's not much of a let's suppress, but you understood how you could beat them and how you could attack them. I think there was a good part of the next two to the next 3 games saying, I think we're a better team, so let's go find out how these plays are going to work, not against guys wearing purple and gold, not against guys in our own building that's not trying to tackle and hurt our own players. And then you put those things together to start this, because this truly is part of a new season at this point, right? Yeah. You're going to start going through that gauntlet, through that continuous schedule of just quality, 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 quality. And if you found a way to get through those first 4 and you felt good about getting wins, just stacking wins, not about stacking stats, not about just stacking wins. Now it's, okay, if we're here and we did it this way because we needed to find out what we had, now let's go ahead and put it together and let's go forward.
Correct.
And you mentioned I have 3 keys also.
Yes.
My 3 keys. First one, win third down. The third down rate on offense, LSU is 47% conversion rate, Ole Miss 53%. Ole Miss hasn't faced a defense like LSU. I think that's very obvious. Kentucky, not a bad defense. But you've seen...
But that gave Ole Miss some issues. Like, the game was...
Well, guess who started that game?
Austin Simmons.
Played the whole time.
Yes.
So that's where it can be a little bit different. But you see Ole Miss's 53% conversion rate on third down. Third down conversion rate on defense. LSU only gives up 24% of third downs whenever they're on the defensive side of the football, and that is an elite defense in my mind. Ole Miss 37%, chance to win. Win in the red area. Red zone offense, LSU 82%, 11 touchdowns, 3 field goals. Ole Miss 96%, 17 touchdowns, 7 field goals.
Also, quality competition they faced.
Yeah, I think it gets lost that LSU has played 2 very good defenses. And I know the record isn't where people want it to be. Clemson's defense is very good.
Yeah.
And Florida's defense is really good.
Yeah.
And so, like, that's where those – and that leads me to the red zone defense. LSU, 80% of the time they get a stop. 3 touchdowns, 1 field goal. 4 scores, 5 attempts.
Pretty good.
That's incredible. And the quality of competition, obviously, pays mine because Clemson's offense hasn't been where it should be. Florida's offense obviously just turned it over every time.
Yeah.
And Southeastern and Louisiana Tech is what it is.
Got it.
Respect the state. Red zone defense for Ole Miss, 71% of the time. 7 touchdowns, 3 field goals, 10 scores, 14 attempts. So that is 9 more times people have gotten in the red zone on Ole Miss versus LSU. It is what it is, but I thought it was something.
And quality competition. They haven't played a ton of good teams, and they've given
played
up
a ton of good offenses.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, they played good quality, but not offensive side of the ball. That's what I'm saying. Bears out that Ole Miss's defense is not
right.
It's exactly what you think it is.
Yep.
And that gives me to my third thing, which I have no stats on, more of a gut feeling, coaching decisions. When to go for it on 4th down,
so
what to do in the red area.
That was that's what I was trying to if I wanted to go that way, or if I wanted to go the special teams and the hidden yards, and I decided to go hidden yards. But yes, I agree. Like, because look, both of those coaches
have
made decisions that have worked and not worked in this game, and you're like, oh shit, Lane Kiffin last year, like, oh, why would you do that? Like, there's a couple of decisions he made. You're like, that didn't make a ton of sense.
He lost the Kentucky game by going for it too much because he got spurned by the LSU game by kicking too many field goals.
Correct.
LSU has done the same thing where you see.
And you've seen it go a bit opposite this year for LSU, where they haven't been as aggressive on fourth downs. I think that is more because of the defense is elite.
But then you've seen Brian Kelly want to get the offense going against Southeastern. It's like, I know it's Southeastern, but it's 4th and 11.
But that's understanding your team.
That's what I'm saying. But you can do that against Southeastern because it's not going to bite you in the ass.
He ain't going for it on 4th and 11 against Ole Miss.
I'm just saying, like the decision, like that part of his brain is still there,
for sure, which it needs to be.
But it's going to be a decision. He hasn't. He came out of the Florida game after he got asked the question, obviously, where he wanted to talk about the defense and all of the things, and he doesn't get asked the question, so he gets upset. It's like, we play to win the game. We rely on our defense. That's the way we do it. Then you see still that tickler file of, like, I need to get this thing going. It ain't Southeastern. That's still in his brain
for
of,
sure.
like,
But
I
it
want
should be,
to go for it.
There should be times in the game where you decide you have to go for it.
And that's where you talk about hidden yardage. These are hidden wins, hidden losses.
Yeah.
Where you look back on and go, shit, Les Miles was 5 for 5 against Florida. Like,
I mean, every game, every big game, you can go back and you can boil it down to 5 or 6 big plays that.
And I wonder,
made or not made.
I wonder which one's going to fold first. Who's going to blink?
Listen, they're not going. Neither one of them are going to make every decision is going to be perfect. That's not going to happen.
No, I just wonder who decides to be aggressive and who sticks to their guns of, like, I've got a really good defense, or Lane going, I have a really good offense.
I would imagine that Lane's going to be more aggressive early on.
Or if he thinks he can beat you with field goals because your offense is shit.
Right. Maybe.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to come down. That's the game, to me.
Yep. No, that's a great point. I mean, that's going to be a big determiner in the game because the coaching decisions do matter. That's why you get paid the money you get paid.
You're saying it's a one-score game then for sure.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, let's get to that then. Let's get to the predictions of the game. So
you're much better looking than I am.
You're on. We're on you now. What do you? You said it's a one-score game. What's the score?
I gave out some numbers. I forgot what I said earlier today, but I will stick around the same score. I do believe that LSU will kick field goals. You've seen around, but I don't think he's going to trot out a 60-yarder. That seemed to not work and not worth it. So, but that's the area I think that LSU is going to have to make that decision inside the 50 when you get to the 45 and extended of, do I go for it or do I try to kick it? I think that's where you're going to live.
And it feels like the field goal kicker we have right now doesn't instill a ton of confidence in everybody right now. He's missed a few field goals this year.
Ramos?
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. He doesn't have but he doesn't have the leg.
He's a gamer.
He doesn't have the leg. He's shown that. He can't get to even reach the freaking end zone.
He mishit one.
He's mishit a few.
Aaron Burrell field goal?
I would like to see Aaron Burrell try to kick a long field goal.
You're obsessed with the distance.
I want to see it.
It's finesse, baby.
I want to see it.
Give me that 45 and in.
Damn, you trying to put Ramos off the field?
Yeah, that's it. The man's been here for 6 years.
I'm taking him off the field for the 50-yarders. 50
and he did a whole TV show.
Anything over 50, anything over 52 yards. Anything over 52 yards, I want him out.
Mikey wants to take a shower with his whole uniform on.
Anything over 52 yards, I don't want him kicking it. Anyway, give me your score prediction.
And so with that said, I have full confidence in Danny Damey football. I believe that it will be a 27-21 LSU.
Okay, so you like them covering and you like the under.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
that's a
give me 28-20, and I won't be surprised if it's actually a 10-point win.
30.
I said it.
And I'm gonna be a little bit more aggressive.
The quarterback.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be.
We said it was a race to 28 earlier in the week.
I think it's gonna be 31-21.
17. Oh, nice.
I don't think Ole Miss is gonna kick a ton of field goals. I think they're gonna get down, and I think they're gonna get into they're gonna have to try to score touchdowns, and so he's gonna go for it, and it's gonna be 31-21, 10-point game. And I'm not saying it's gonna be necessarily be a runaway 10-point win, but I think that LSU is gonna add on at the end, kind of ice it.
Mettenberger ain't taking no knee.
No. 31
5 minutes left, that's for sure.
That's crazy, dude. Les was a dick.
31-21.
He went for it against Miami in that Peach Bowl 4 times. He faked 2 punts when they were up 30.
Yep.
The all-time disrespect removing college football. I feel like it doesn't get enough. Like, hey, y'all remember when this happened?
This,
I mean,
bad.
that was 52-3, 5 minutes left, taking a knee on the 3-yard line.
He was punishing Mettenberger for pulling the old bootleg, not called bootleg. Like, the only person that knew that was keeping that football was Mettenberger.
Yeah.
And so he's like, well, y'all, now you're getting punished by having, I'm taking your rushing yards away.
Yeah, yeah.
And Ole Miss did not, Ole Miss did not play kindly to that because they submarined every time trying to get the snap.
Yeah, that was bullshit,
And it almost
too.
was, well, yeah, but I'm disrespected.
Well, don't give up 50. Listen, you want to give up 59 points? Because you're going to give up 59 points. You know what I mean? Like, it was either going to be 52-3 or 59-3. So,
And Les might have made it a smooth 60.
yeah, he may have gone for 2. He may have gone for 2 just for shits and gigs right there. Yeah, no doubt. All the predictions, though, you have 27-21. He has 28-20. I have 31-21. All of those are under the that is hitting the under.
I mean, I think that's a testament to what we've seen on the defensive side.
Yep.
Not a slight to the offense.
I think you're going to see the offense perform a lot better this weekend than you have all year.
I want to see a pick 6.
That'd be great. That would be great.
We haven't talked enough. Like, this whole thing has been wrapped up in the LSU offense because of Caden Durham, because of Weston Davis, because DJ Chester's out for the first half, and like all these things are mounting up against your offense. But we forget what's on the other side. Monsoor Delane, PJ Woodland, DJ Pickett.
I think I'll be honest with you, man. I think this is the game where there's a defensive name that like legitimately like starts to become a household name.
Yeah.
Right. Like they've played 4 games this year, and I think this is what you want if you're a coach, where it's been complete team defensive football. Like they've played great team football. They've flown around with the ball. They've gang tackled. Multiple guys are making picks. They're making plays everywhere. Right. I think this is where you finally get a chance in another big-time situation because nobody truly believed in that Florida game, and because you're not going to find a lot of games where, hey, I had 2 picks, well, we also had 3 more. Hey, I had a pick, well, we also had 4 more as a team. So, like, there was so much happening, but there may be that 1 pick. Maybe there's 2 picks. Maybe there's that fumble recovery or that fumble force that truly sticks out in this game. Somebody on that side is going to start becoming a household name this weekend.
Who is your prediction to be the household name?
I mean, somebody, dude. I don't know.
So,
if you want me to throw a name out there, I love everything Mansoor Delane has done. I love everything I love the way that he's played. He has been a true lockdown corner. He has solidified a lot of stuff that they've been able to do. But I would also say don't sleep, man. Like, Causey in the back, like those guys have been great at the safety position. They played the ball well. They filled in the run game well. Like they got guys that have the opportunity to do a lot of this stuff. And then we're also sitting here talking about a defense where I've named these guys, and we still hadn't even named Whit Weeks. We still hadn't even named Harold Perkins. Like, we haven't named that. Yeah. How much is the Rutherford injury going to hurt him up front? I don't think it will, and that's no slight to him. I think that group is dialed in as a group, but there's so many names and they've played so well together. I think this will be the opportunity where somebody's going to step up. And that's how I feel. For defensive football, that becomes a thing, right? Because we're 4 weeks through it. We say they have a great defense. We know Harold Perkins' name, and he gets a lot of the conversation, as he should. And a lot of that's based off of what he did 2 years ago, right? And so it's like, as a defensive team, the thing you have to fight is trying to be the headline name, because that's how you can get out of your assignments and what you're supposed to be doing. You got to let the game and those situations come to you. If they can continue to play the way they will, somebody's going to become a household name.
Right, correct.
Who will it be? We'll find out.
And you mentioned 2 years ago. That's what I was going to say, right? So 2 years ago, Harold Perkins became a household, and obviously had the game against Arkansas, but Lane Kiffin said, what changed? Well, 40 was on the field, and we didn't have an answer for 40. And that's when it was like, oh, okay, like this is when everybody started the Harold Perkins conversation. Wouldn't be shocked if another freshman did it this year in this game. One DJ Pickett coming out there and, listen, Mansoor Delane is locked down. You look at his numbers, he's been the best cornerback in college football, but people are not – they are not trying him. You know what I mean? They're not trying him consistently. And so there's going to be more opportunity for guys on the opposite end to make plays, and I think you could see DJ Pickett come up with a big game and kind of be like, damn, it's a 6'5" freshman cornerback.
Alien.
Like, whoa. You know what I mean? Like, obviously we know, a lot of people who follow SEC and around here know, but it's going to be on national television, and I think he could become a household name there.
Yeah, but you saw McAfee find out about Deshaun Spears in real time. He's like, who the is that? He's 6'3", 210 sophomore. He's like, oh. And then they're like, they have a 6'5" course. Is that him? He's like, no.
Yeah,
like,
that's a
He
cornerback.
goes, oh, God. He's like, what are they doing down in the bayou? It's like, when it looks good, it looks great.
Yeah.
And that's what you could put people on notice. I have a question for you. I know we're trying to get to the gambling here in about 5 minutes, but more snaps, P.J. Woodland or DJ Pickett?
Because P.J. Woodland's been playing good.
What'd you say?
He's been earning his keep, man. Like, DJ is obviously going to keep mixing in, and he's going to keep being a part of this defense. But you haven't found anyone who's playing themselves out of a position yet, and that's a testament to what they've done as a group.
And that's the thing. I don't know if you're going to have – they may play the same amount of – you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if one's going to have – and if one has, it may be a couple more snaps than the other, right? It depends on personnel
I was
stuff.
thinking like tempo. Like if you get caught in a situation where you want to –
and that's something that's unpredictable. Who's going to be on the field at the time when you start tempo?
Well, because you can't do the thing like –
Yeah, right. Yeah. I like that. I like that as a breakout. Do you have a guy that you have could potentially have a –
I mean, Perk is – it's brother, you done broke out the shell. Now you're about to break out the exoskeleton. It's time to evolve
think Wood
again.
has shows off in front of his girlfriend?
She's at his house. Did you see that?
He wins. Yeah, we talked about that on Wednesday when she showed up through the night.
Yeah, terrible idea. Lucky for him.
Wins on and off the field.
Yes, that's right. I think a lot's going to be made of that, but it's football first, football family, but it's Pert, brother. Like you talked about, shameless as a runner, and we can bring up this real quick because you just talked about his rushing attempts compared to like they want to get Lacey going. With Chambliss as the starter, Kawan Lacey has 17 carries for 44 yards and 18 carries for 68. Before that, 16 for 108, 28 for 138 against Kentucky. Chambliss as the starter, 15 carries for 62, 14 for 112. Lane's going to try to run the football, and there's one person that can stop half of that.
Yeah.
And there's another person that can stop the other half.
Yeah. No, it's going to be good. I think you're going to see a lot of Devon Keys too. I think he's earned his more opportunity. He's been really good his last 2 games that he's been in there.
Another disruptor that we've talked about a lot in terms of the preseason, and the defensive line doesn't get a lot of shine because they're doing their job. Bernard Gooden's going to blow some stuff up.
Who?
Bernard Gooden.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's going to make sure that's what he did against Florida. They couldn't get going because he was in the backfield.
He's going to be in the backfield.
That
majority,
changes the way you play.
Yeah. Yeah. Even if it means he shoots the gap and the center has to fall on top of him, like he fucked up the running game.
Right. He's going to be a force.
Yeah.
The defensive line had to show up on the stat sheet, but they've done exactly what you want them to do.
Correct. It's going to be a good game. Obviously, consensus that LSU is going to win. I am shocked that they are the underdogs. I really am.
People still don't believe. They don't know what to believe.
And that's fine.
And that's what gets us to gambling.
Because
we don't know what to believe, but we do now.
We don't know what to believe. We know that we believe in LSU.
If you want to crown them, crown their ass.
We know we believe in LSU. Right? We also know that we believe in Florida State to cover the 7 points. What we don't know is what Lloyd's bet's going to be.
So we're putting this together right now?
We're putting it together right now. So I have 2 bets in right now. I have LSU money line at plus 105. Florida State, Jared's bets Florida State minus 7 against Virginia. And we need you to add the third one. There's a lot, and like I'll talk through betting I'll talk through the betting games or the games that are happening as you think about it.
No, I've got 2 picks. I'm down 2.
Okay, so you got TCU, Arizona State tonight. I love TCU. I think Arizona State's favored by 3.5. Honestly, may take TCU money line, but
because I think Kenny is telling the truth. He's like somebody's
got
somebody's got to go 6-6 in the league, as it could be us. Yeah, we had good practices, but that's okay if you want to be good. Like he went on this entire tirade. He's like, I don't think that last year was fun. You don't have those same people. It's like 2023 LSU to 2024 LSU.
Right.
Like Scattaboo ain't walking through the door. They had some of the people that were leading this team that probably should be leading this team, and he's a young head coach that's figuring it out. And that was awesome what they did last year. But it feels like he might be like, I'm going to be honest.
And it feels like TCU's kind of like
on the up and up.
Yep.
So I don't mind that pick, but
that's not your pick.
Not the one I have, or not one of the 2 that I have.
Okay.
I am between the Notre Dame Fighting Irish at Arkansas.
And you like Arkansas plus 4.5?
I like Arkansas plus 4.5. It's hard to see Notre Dame going 1-3, but they can win. They just can't cover.
Right? Okay.
And the other one would
You
be
think it's going to be that close of a game and Oklahoma? I mean, not Oklahoma, Notre Dame wins it.
yeah, that would be that's fine with me because it's hard to see them going they had a bye already, so it'd be 1-3.
Yeah.
Sneaky
1-3, yeah.
Yeah, sneaky Notre Dame gets a bye week 2.
Yeah. I think that's a terrible time for it.
Oh no! Shove the board.
Whoa. It just light bulb?
Yeah, Oregon. Minus 3.5.
You like Oregon? I was about to ask you about the
fucking
Oregon
dust
Penn State.
'em.
You like Oregon minus 3.5?
Yes.
Is this a
Absolutely.
This is an educated pick.
It
This
is.
is a spite pick because you don't like Penn State.
You want to pull up James?
This is definitely a spike pick. This is an emotional Lloyd pick.
But he's
because of
not.
how he
I will
feels
say this:
about-
he is not good in big games.
Me?
No,
I'm a big game player.
Franklin.
I know.
James
That's what I
Franklin. I
pull
know
up.
that's what you're about to pull up.
Mikey with the big alert right there.
Yeah.
Like he's like,
Breaking news: James Franklin, not that good.
yeah, but like when I say not that good, it's abysmal. I think he's like 1 in something.
His
Hold
record
on.
against top 10 teams
I don't even know if
is
you can
4
take
and
James
20.
Franklin and Penn State
4 and
serious if they
20.
lose this game.
4 and 20.
Can I buy a half a point? I don't even need to. I will
No,
go.
we're not
I'll
buying
go
it.
Oregon money line if it makes you feel more comfortable. But I think I would go alternate line. Give me Oregon minus 6.5. I don't care.
So Oregon's the dogs, right?
Yeah,
4.5.
going to Penn State.
So do you want Oregon money line or you want Oregon spread?
I mean, if I'm gonna put my nuts on the table, they're on the table.
So you want the money line?
That would be that would be the opposite. That'd be retracting turtling. They're catching 3.5, or is it minus?
Penn State's favored by 3.5 points. That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna put your nuts on the table,
Yeah,
you
give
take
me money.
line.
I thought Oregon was given 3.
No.
Oh, yeah, money line.
All right. 6:30 game though. Is it a whiteout?
It is.
Ah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes,
listen.
it is.
Do we take the points?
No.
So you want money line?
Should I do it for the parlay? Would you,
No, I don't look. This is
Ain't gonna be.
it's your pick. You've been more successful in your picks this year than I have.
I mean, I could go the safe route, but I'm not. Oregon money line.
All right, Oregon money line. Whew. Plus 904. It's the biggest parlay we've had odds wise in 2 years.
It's time.
Time. What a time to hit. I'm betting it. It's in.
I'm betting this one too. All right. Oh, look.
It's placed.
I'll do it right now.
All right, it's placed. Other games that obviously are huge, right? We talked about a bunch of them. USC at Illinois. Illinois is favored by. USC is favored by 6.5. It's going to be a 9 a.m. start technically for USC at Illinois. Illinois got boat raced last week. I believe that they're going to come back and play with some pride. I do believe that they cover. I don't know if they win, but I do believe they covered +7 on
Whatever. Some of the
Caesars.
websites. No, nothing free.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. On the website that I use,
Mm-hmm.
it is +7.
Are you going to LSU money line or +1.5?
I want money line.
Let's go, boys.
Yeah. Ohio State at Washington. This spread has continued to go up, by the way. It started at I think 6.5 or 7. It's all the way up to 9 now, which I agree with. I mean, everybody's talking about that being a tough game for Ohio State. I like them covering 9. Jared, if you like any of these or don't like any of these, hop on in. What do we feel about Tennessee? What do we feel about Tennessee at Mississippi State at 7.5?
In.
All right, I appreciate it.
Ryder.
Tennessee at Mississippi State, and they are
Tennessee's
getting 7.5?
Tennessee's favored by 7.5.
I mean,
I take Mississippi State in that
me
one.
too. I'm
Me
with
too.
you. I'm a big Jeff Lebby believer.
Me
I
too.
take Mississippi State in that one. I think Tennessee wins, but I take Mississippi State in that.
I take the over under 62.5. I kind of like the over.
Who is Oklahoma playing? They have a bye.
They may have a bye.
That's a very good question.
They may have a bye. I like
I don't know. I
Kentucky.
think they have a bye next week.
Kentucky at South Carolina 5.5 points. South Carolina's favored by 5.5. Georgia, Alabama. I have no idea. My head says to take Georgia and the under, but I don't know. Georgia's favored by.
Your heart says otherwise.
I just don't know. I mean, I think that I want to take that, but that's obviously not going to be put in our parlays.
They have a bye before Kent State.
Yeah, it's a good spy. It's a good buy.
Wow. Wow, what luck?
You got to get right. What you mean?
Well, I
That's
know
a
just
tough-
like the luck to have Mateer
a-
go out, be able to play Kent State, have Oklahoma. So you have 2.5-ish weeks for Mateer to come back with the best thumb surgeon in the world.
The rest of that schedule gets goofy for him. So yeah.
Yeah, they go to South Carolina, Ole Miss at home, go to Tennessee, go to Alabama. Jesus Christ. And then they have Missouri at home. And then
Yeah, the rest of that schedule gets goofy.
Cool. Because I think Alabama's about to
Yeah.
do the thing.
Well, that's why I'm confused. That's why I'm confused about this game at Georgia.
What's the spread?
3. Georgia's favored by 3.
What's the over-under?
I like the under. I think it's 52.
Low.
53. I like the under there. You don't?
I'm sure it was probably like 55 before, so it's going to be one of those that if you didn't.
And do you
consider
think? Real question: do you think in all things that ends with a loss for Alabama this week? Do you think that the conversation for DeBoer's job gets like super loud at that point?
not internally, but externally.
I think if it's
Yeah.
like if Georgia just embarrasses them and they look very sloppy like they did against Florida State, yeah, it gets very loud.
Especially if Florida.
I think if it's a classic Alabama Georgia game of the last like 5 or 6 years where they're real tight and it's back and forth and very entertaining.
Well, remember what happened last year?
Yes,
It was over until
Yeah.
it wasn't.
correct. So
And
like
Same weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same weekend left.
yeah, if it's that's like one of those games, I don't think it gets loud. I mean, I think the fans and stuff will not love
Yeah,
it
for sure.
but like I
It'll-
think internally it's fine. It's a great slate of games.
Oh,
What? Auburn at A&M.
Mikey, no, I'm not gonna say it. I believe that.
What?
Nothing.
Say it.
No,
Say it. I want to hear it.
I believe that LSU will
Yeah.
win. I believe. That
Oh, you
LSU
don't
will
believe
win.
LSU's going to win now?
No, I'm changing the narrative.
What were you going to say?
We got some chatter.
Oh, it's about what I do?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I'm not saying it.
I have not been the only one
That's right.
that has been doing this.
It's not worthy of the
It
conversation.
is not. It is not. It is not.
I ride.
We
We're a
ride.
team.
We ride. Nobody's riding with me, but I'm riding.
I just showed you.
No, but them in the chat.
Yeah, well, they'll be back on Monday to have to.
Hey, you're missing out on
Hear about
the biggest parlay we've had. Plus 905. I like where we're at. Gonna be a great week. Gonna be a great day tomorrow. Wake up to the Ryder Cup. Going right into
Well, it might
college.
be over.
Going right into college game day. No, the U.S. is making a little having a good afternoon round right now. They're up in 2 matches, down 2 and 1. Actually, they're down in 2 and up in 2. So,
Yeah, so that you lose the first day.
well, maybe. I mean, they're still. I mean, they're only down 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a tight match right now. Very tightly contested.
You have to be able to. If
They're only down 2 points.
and that's not going to change right now. You have to be able to win one portion of the fucking game.
That's what I'm saying. They win
This
this.
is a tie right now. You did nothing.
Correct.
Great.
They're gonna win. My point is if they win this afternoon round, they even it out for the day.
Yeah, if they win 2 matches today,
Yeah.
no, because
No. If they win
If they go 4-0?
3-1, if they go 3-1 on this one, they
you
tie.
got one back. I'm saying you need to get a point.
That's my point.
Yeah,
my
my
point.
point is points.
They're gonna go. They go 3-1 this afternoon round. They end today tied, which is good. You got to get points. Okay. All right. That's all we got for you on this beautiful Friday. Let's get to our seggies. Lloyd, you got a mistake of the day?
I'm pulling it up right now. Hold on, 2 options. Yes.
I don't have. We don't
Yes.
have a chat to put this. I mean a doc to put this in, but so I can't give you really my video. But as we talk about it, you can pull it up
Okay.
because it's gonna be very easy to find.
Waiting for this is the troublesome part of pulling these off the internet. Sometimes it takes a little while to
Right.
load.
Right. What are you doing tomorrow for the games?
Me, golf
Yeah.
suites, baby,
Oh yeah, all day.
all day affair.
All day, really?
Well, certainly from 12 to 5:30, and then we'll probably catch a little bit of the
Wow.
Oregon Penn State while we pick up.
Do they have good? You have like food? Bringing in food, or
They cook food there
they have food there?
and drinks.
Wow.
99 1-cent shots for every touchdown.
What kind of shots?
They make their own purple concoction.
Ah.
One of those. Delicious. Tomorrow, not so great.
Alcohol?
Yeah.
Is there alcohol? Is it like, do they put like very little minimal?
It's the fraternity juice.
Ah.
Little jungle punch.
Nice. Nice hungover in the morning. No doubt.
Let's see if this will.
1 cent shot.
This is on Instagram. Sometimes it doesn't translate. Either way, it's two fat people that are mad about they're both fat sitting next to each other on an airplane. It's like, who's to really blame?
Oh.
Oh, perfect. Here we go.
Right. So, but wouldn't you think we want to at least share the armrest? Yeah. Yes, we're not sharing the armrest right now. Right now, you are using the armrest because I don't want me to get out. I'm not even on the armrest. I'm not on the armrest either. Actually, you are. No, I'm not. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, my fat balls are on the armrest. I'm so sorry, sir. Sir, how do you think I should solve this problem? You're not going to believe this. Yes. No, I'm serious. You think I should exist? You think I'm not going to believe this? Also, let's be fair. You are hardly spelled yourself.
This guy won't even let him talk.
Okay. Okay. I can show it on my phone. Okay. And that is how I lost weight. You think I've ever tried to lose weight? I don't know. You really think that I'm a fat person in this country and I've never tried to lose weight? I don't know. Okay. I really don't know because you are yourself a fat person in this country. Exactly. And I believe okay. Well, he's the good kinds.
I hate people who videos
Interactions.
It's so stupid.
It's just who's to blame both of us.
Listen, the armrest issue is an issue on airplanes.
And I thought the guy that, he came around in the blue, where he was going to be like, listen, to me, like, I'm fat too. He was trying to get there, but he kept getting cut off because he was filming a video that went like, you think I'm too fat for the airplane?
Yeah, doing the whole deal.
Right.
The armrest is a big issue, though. Like,
well, it shouldn't be that big of an issue.
Yeah, but like, there's a lot of
some people dominate.
There's
you
a lot
you
of
get down there
jostling.
and it's mine.
There's a lot of jostling for the armrest.
And that's why you should smoke cigarettes on planes again.
No.
So it gets too hot to touch.
That's
what?
Because the ashtray?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
Yeah.
And that's why everybody was skinny.
I like a nice little plain armrest jostle. I do.
Yeah,
I enjoy it.
It happens
As
all
soon
the
as
time.
you give me an inch, just
Sir.
Hey, don't dig in your bag for your AirPods because it's mine now.
No, do not lean and try to get something out of that back of the seat little pouch.
No, that's mine. That's mine.
What do you have you?
And I'm nice and comfortable for the rest of the ride. I'm not going nowhere.
I'm
right
sleeping.
here.
I'm
not
sleeping.
going to the bathroom. I'm not changing positions. This is my armrest.
You've been flying a lot more recently. Do you have shoulder sleepers on you? Have you had the?
Oh, I haven't gotten that.
No, so I don't do that. I think a lot of guys like Mikey. I would imagine you're an aisle guy, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah, because y'all big and tall.
Yes.
I'm gonna fall asleep like as soon as I get on the plane, guys. So I'm always choosing window, and I'm leaning on window as soon as I sit. So, no, you can't fall on my shoulder.
Yeah, I am an aisle guy, no doubt.
Did you ever get hit by the cart?
Yeah.
Always.
Huh?
That is the problem about the aisle, because I get the aisle because I can like stick my right leg out or left leg out, and the aisle has a little bit extra. But the flight attendants are never nice.
Good choice
and
of
they
words.
they see it and they bang.
Well,
I feel like they bang my leg on purpose.
My shoulders are too wide to go aisle, so I'll sit in an aisle seat, and I'm either getting somebody's cheeks or somebody's cart. Just
Oh, no doubt.
Every time, and I'll just get knocked out. I'm like, yo, where you
I
want to
get-
go? I can't lean in.
I get smacked. I get smacked all the time, but I like the escape route when I go to the bathroom, and I like having the
I
extra.
go cross country. I'm not getting up.
That's
So-
crazy.
I'll
Not
get up.
shocking.
I'll get up. Sometimes I get up. I don't have to go to the bathroom.
The carts come by. The carts come by, and they're like, I got headphones in. They're like, show you what I'm like.
Yeah.
See, do you think that they should wake you up? Because if
No.
I did that, I would
No.
be like, yeah, bro.
If I'm
No,
sleeping,
yeah.
don't wake me up.
Yeah.
But they do.
No.
But
they
they have
do.
to. I think because like, where's my pretzel?
No. I don't know. But sometimes I'll get up just to walk. If it's a longer flight, I'll just get up and walk to the bathroom because I just need to get
Stretch
up.
your legs.
Yeah. Just get up.
Never mind. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Apparently, you can't bring your own mini bottles on the plane.
Cannot do that.
We did that for a bachelor party flying out of Alexandria,
They didn't
and
love
there's
you.
they loved it because there's like 10 of us on the plane, and that was it. And it was all of us. You're like, Oh, this makes our job way easier. We don't even y'all just need ice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here you go. Here's a cup. Y'all have
they usually
have
don't
a
like
day.
that.
Yeah. It's not. After that, I found out it was illegal.
Yeah, can't do that. All right, curtain call.
Curtain call.
I'll lead it off.
There you go.
We talked about him already this week. I think it needs to be mentioned exactly what it is that he's doing. The only player in Major League history to have back-to-back seasons with a sub-2 ERA, 10-plus strikeouts per 9, and 100 innings pitched, Paul Skeens. That's the list. There's no other pitcher that's done it. To make it even more impressive, he's done it in his first 2 opportunities to pitch in the big leagues. So curtain call, easy curtain call, because not only is he about to win a Cy Young this year, he's doing something we've never seen before. And call us genies, whatever you want to call us, but we kind of called this years ago. So it's kind of cool watching something like this go on. It's obviously not because of us, it's because that guy is an absolute unicorn.
Also, Livy Dunn positioned both of them very well for a deodorant commercial too.
I saw that.
Which look, it's
Yeah, I
hot.
heard about-
It's
yeah.
hot, and it'd be a great. I mean, it is a slam dunk. Have an interview. Do this. Boom. $1 million endorsements because of just
whole
yeah.
lot of freaks out there on the internet.
That shirt must be like one of her lucky shirts. It got to be, right?
Well, I think it was
I
just yeah. I mean,
Every fifth
I
day.
think it was just sweat.
At this point.
Yeah, no doubt. All right. My curtain call. What?
I'm just glad I didn't say anything.
My curtain call is to we're going to stay on the baseball train. The last week of the season of Major League Baseball is always entertaining. We talked about this on Wednesday. You got playoff races heating up. Detroit Tigers were leading their division, had almost 100% chance of winning division, making the playoffs. Now they have a 1-game lead in their division and also a 1-game lead on the third wild card spot. So they went from runaway division champs to now they're fighting to make the playoffs. You get that kind of stuff. You also get guys trying to reach milestones, whether it's in their contracts or career milestones. And one of those guys just so happens to be on a division-winning team. We've talked about him a lot. The big dumper hits his 60th home run, first catcher ever amidst. Is that it? Amidst
Amidst
MVP
Amidst.
chance. This, and he had already hit a home run in the game, and he gets up in the 8th inning.
The big dumper.
It's great. That's actually
awesome.
definition of a curtain call because he got a curtain call.
Call.
Yeah. You got one?
Yeah, you can't top that.
All right, so that's yours too.
It was going to be Bryson DeChambeau because I was trying to get back on America's side, but that's right.
Speaking of, here's the Shambo right now with a birdie putt.
Was he going to hit a driver?
Here's him with the birdie putt to go 2 up.
Dollar miss.
Well, you can't do it after he puts it.
Nope, there's $1. Down 1.
You owe me $1.
No, you $1.
All right, that's all we got for you today on
I
this
don't
beautiful
like their outfits.
Freaky Friday. I know. But
it's snowing?
enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the great weather. Enjoy the game.
Dollar
Enjoy
no
the
green.
great slate of college football. Enjoy the Ryder Cup. Whatever it is
Okay.
you're doing, enjoy it. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We'll see you on Monday, live from 6 to 8. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you can't watch us, but you like listening to us. We're anywhere you get your pods. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. See you on Monday. Peace.
Oh, man, I thought that you were going to do that.
What?
It's time to give it to him. Come on, send us into the weekend the right way. LSU. Oh.
Damn. I think you took the settings off your phone.
Hey, you guys need to be more positive, okay? You got a thumbs up.
That's right. You're right. Hey,
You're right.
it ain't 2nd and 15. It's 2nd and 5.
There you
Efficient
go.
runs.
Jesus.
Efficient run.
Hey, hit the
Efficient
homer
runs.
every time.
That's what we need.
It takes all 5. And then also the wide
Hit the homer every
receivers.
time, okay?
That's right.
To block.
To block.
Gotta
To
see the ball.
tackle.
Vision. All of it.
I see the vision.
All of it.
Love y'all.
Later.